Welcome back from the short break. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed their friends and family, had the opportunity to reunite and tell some stories as crazy as this semester is going for you. Um, Christmas is right around the corner, as well as the semester is almost finished. So, you know, stay tuned. Make sure at any point in time you contact your professors. Um, if you're struggling or falling behind, please email me. If you want to retake a quiz, email and just say, Mr. Grove, I would like to retake the quiz, whatever number it may be. You'll have that opportunity. Today we're going to look at Today we're going to look at muscle, bone, and joint injuries, head, neck, and spine injuries. We'll go through the process and then we'll go to the scene. You're going to hear what the Rice method is. Make sure you remember that. It could be on a quiz. And the RICE, Rice method. And we're going to start with muscle, bone, and joint injuries.
Muscle, bone, and joint injuries come in all shapes and sizes, and it's important for you to be able to recognize the different types in order to provide proper care. The four main types of muscle, bone, and joint injuries are fractures, which are a complete break, chip, or crack in a bone; dislocations, which is the movement of a bone at a joint away from its normal position; sprains, which involve the stretching or tearing of ligaments at a joint; and finally, strains, which is the stretching and tearing of muscles or tendons. When minor injuries don't require emergency medical attention, use the Rice method to care for injured muscles, bones, and joints. This stands for rest. Do not move or straighten the injured area. Immobilize. Stabilize the injured area in the position it was found. Minimizing movement can prevent further injury. Cold. Fill a plastic bag with ice and water, or wrap ice with a damp cloth and apply ice to the injured area for periods of about 20 minutes. If 20 minutes is too much to tolerate, apply for 10 minutes instead. Elevate. Elevate the injured part only if it does not cause more pain. Elevating the injured part may help reduce swelling.
Okay, the Rice method again, that acronym, please remember it. You're going to see it again. So let's go through the process here of a scene. Okay, we'll start our mission.
Anthony slipped and injured his wrist. The injury does not look severe, so you won't need to call 911, but you can still help by giving care.
Okay, so we always do the check, call, care, check the scene.
Everything looks okay over here. No apparent hazards.
Checking the scene over here.
Here.
So we see a carton of milk spilled.
Nice work. You've identified the spilled milk as a potential hazard. Good. You've checked the scene and identified all potential hazards. The scene is safe. While checking, you didn't notice any severe, life-threatening bleeding.
Okay. So we know that we don't see anything severe. He's holding his wrist. So let's obtain consent.
What should you say to obtain consent?
Okay, we always have these three. You want to explain who you are, your level of training. My name is Mr. Grove. I teach basic first aid, so on and so forth. You had a basic first aid class.
Yes, please help. Thanks.
Okay, so we go through, and the one thing that we always recall and we think about is sample. So here we go.
My wrist. It hurts pretty bad, but I'll be fine.
Okay, if he has any allergies on sample.
No, I don't have any allergies.
Okay, medication, the M.
No, I don't take anything.
Okay, for pertinent medical conditions.
I don't have any medical conditions.
Looking at the L.
I just had a ham sandwich.
Probably makes you guys hungry right now. And the E. What events led up to the injury?
I slipped in some milk and guess I landed wrong. Good work. You've gathered enough information. A quick head-to-toe check shows no other injuries or conditions. Now, you should give care for his wrist. The wrist appears swollen, but the skin is not broken.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to use the RICE method, the acronym.
How should you use the RICE method to care for Anthony's sprained wrist?
Okay, so we know RICE, rest, immobilize, cold, elevate.
Nice job. Now you should monitor Anthony for any changes in his condition.
Hey, thanks. That's definitely helping, and it's starting to feel better already.
Nice job. You used the RICE method on Anthony's wrist. First, you rested the area. Then, you immobilized it by wrapping the area with an elastic bandage. Finally, you applied ice to the injury while elevating it. Remember, when wrapping a wound, it's very important to check the fingers before and after for feeling, warmth, and color. This way, you can be sure there's still circulation below the wounded area. Now, you should suggest Anthony see a healthcare professional.
Okay, so a couple of reasons why you get that elevation when you want to elevate the injury, as I mentioned, one is it from the heart, it slows it down. So if it's higher than the heart, the blood flow slows, as well as the cold slows the swelling, slows the blood flow. Okay, and as well as the wrap with compression. So RICE method, you got it, and you'll see it again. So we're going to return back to our home page here, and we're going to look at next, neck, head, and spine injuries.
While head, neck, and spinal injuries make up only a fraction of all injuries, they can cause some serious problems, like speech or memory problems or paralysis. In some cases, they can even be life-threatening. In order to care for someone with this type of injury, you have to first be able to recognize the signs and symptoms. A head, neck, or spinal injury should be assumed in a number of situations, including those in which the person is unresponsive, was involved in a motor vehicle crash, fell from greater than a standing height, is wearing a helmet that is broken, complains of head, neck, or back pain, is not fully alert, or was injured while diving into a pool or other shallow body of water. It's important that you talk to and comfort the person, but do not touch them. When asking the person questions, encourage verbal answers instead of head nodding or shaking in order to prevent further injury. A concussion is a traumatic brain injury that involves a temporary loss of brain function resulting from a blow to the head. Signs and symptoms of concussion are confusion, repeated questioning about what happened, temporary memory loss, nausea and vomiting, speech problems, blurred vision or light sensitivity, and headaches. If you suspect a person suffered a concussion, call 911 or ensure the person is evaluated by a healthcare professional.
Okay, so you think about the concussion. One thing you want to do is stay with the person. Some telltale signs of concussion is nauseousness, obviously confusion. Asking a simple question is what the day is, what's the last thing you ate, what'd you do this morning. Short-term memory loss tends to be a side effect of concussion as well. So class, I said this is a very short lesson today. Hopefully you watch it through at least one time, if not twice. Again, head, neck, and spine injuries are sometimes we think about, car accidents or falling off a ladder or injuries that are pretty severe, and you want to immobilize the person or you don't want to move the person whatsoever. You would go through your sequence, check, call, care, make sure the scene's okay, that it's safe. If it'd be a car accident, you would be out on the roadway. In that kind of scenario, you would want traffic, get somebody to stop the traffic, protect the situation the best as you can until emergency medical technicians arrive. Any questions, again, please email me. And if you want to retake a test or quiz. So this is short. You have a 10-minute video to watch and on muscle, bone, and joint injuries, as well as head, neck, and spine injuries. We'll see you next week. We'll be talking about some heat-related environmental emergencies, cold environmental, looking at those type of things and some seizures and wind down this semester. Wish everybody the best. Take care. Again, a short video. Stay tuned.